We're not asking anything to be approved here that's not consistent with, the same as what's been approved for other owners and for other franchises.
Because in this particular situation between you and Ambassador Schieffer, you know, both of you have to earn each other's trust before anything can really be determined here.
Absolutely. And I think in that regard it was a good meeting today, because I see him as a very frank, direct person, obviously very bright, and I was equally direct with him in terms as I am being with you here, and we had a good discussion. We didn't agree on everything, but I think we laid out some of the issues. And you're right. When Ambassador Schieffer leaves here, I want him to leave here saying, "This is a great organization with great people, and we got complete cooperation and complete transparency, and that there is no problem here that can't be solved by signing that Fox agreement."
Well, I know it was a long trip for you back to New York, and like we said, fans here just want to get the problem settled, get baseball back on the field so that they can concentrate on having a good year this year.
Absolutely, and that's what I'm so heartbroken about, because the fans don't want to hear about me or a messy divorce or this. They're coming here to cheer on this team, and we want to win a world championship. That's what it's all about, and I think that disconnect that occurred over the last 18 months because of my silence and the criticisms leveled at me and so forth has really done some damage. And as I said earlier, I have work to do here, but that work starts today, and it's something that some could say that I should have done this a year ago or a month ago or whatever. I can't change that, unfortunately, but as I said, I now am released or liberated to talk about it, and I'm going to.
As far as on the field is concerned, are there any limitations on you by Major League Baseball if in fact you want to make a move, a trade of any kind?
That's a great question, and that's one of the fundamental. That's a good example of why we need to get an answer to sort of the fundamental question with baseball. Are you here making the decisions? Have you taken my property and taken control of it and taken it even though I paid for it and I'm responsible for it? And you know, I have these responsibilities and obligations, but you're controlling it, in which case I don't know how to answer your question. Or are you here monitoring the decisions I'm making, and we'll make the decisions. I'll make the decisions as to about what we do at the trading deadline, what we do regarding 1,000 other things that have to be decided upon on a weekly basis here. So there's a fundamental question that needs to be answered, because I don't know what Tom Schieffer's roles and responsibilities are. And I told him that when we spoke yesterday, and he said to me, "That's a very fair question." And then we met again today, and I raised that issue in a more extended way, face to face. And so we're going to try to find an answer to that.
One final question: when will you meet with Mr. Schieffer again, and how often will you two gentlemen meet?
I directed my staff here to give him an office adjacent to mine, and the purpose of and the reason I wanted to do that was I want to be in touch with him regularly. I want him to feel like he can walk into my office at any time and see me and ask me a question, and vice versa. So we didn't agree on any formal arrangement or rhythm of meetings, but I agree with you. The key is to develop a rapport, a trust, a relationship of sorts, so that I can get him the information that he needs and make sure that he gets the information he needs very quickly. Because the real question here is there a cash shortage or not? Yes. But if somebody wants to confirm that independently, they can do that. Is it solved by the Fox transaction? Yes. and let him confirm that that's a good deal for the Dodgers and Dodger fans. You know, I committed when I was in New York that all of the proceeds from this transaction would go into the team, and that no money would go out for any of these personal considerations that we're talking about. And that's good for the team. That's good for the fans. There's so much that we can do in this community, and we're going